Hey guys, welcome back. So today is one of my very rare days where I have off of work. I got off night shift probably around 6 a.m. It's now about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So I just wanted to go over with you because in my last video I talked about how I like to do oil treatments on my hair now, almost like a pre-poo if you will, before I actually go in and wash my hair. Now I can tell you having bleached hair will destroy some of the integrity, if not all of it, depending on if your hair was previously damaged from color, heat styling, all that stuff and whatnot. But in doing this method, you can actually help to essentially heal your hair, because any hair that's not growing from your scalp, like your roots for example, isn't technically live hair. So what I like to do before I shampoo my hair, you can kind of see it's a little bit damaged already, like look at that, it's not normal, is I will essentially heat up some oil. While I'm heating up some oil in my kitchen, in my microwave or whatnot, I will essentially just do a rinse through my hair with regular water, warm water, to kind of open up the pores a little bit. But when you wet your hair, it essentially helps to even out the porosity, especially in damaged hair, because your hair is probably more porous than somebody with normal hair. So essentially, in my last video, I also mentioned two oils that I like to use, which is coconut and castor oil. I also put in probably about 4 teaspoons rather of coconut oil into about that much, I want to say about that much of the castor oil from the bottom, so about that much. And then I'll go in and I'll put a couple drops of argan oil in. I like oils. I love oils, rather. So that was about 4 drops of this Shea Moisture 100% pure argan oil head to toe smoothing. I picked it up a while ago, I want to say at Walmart, but I don't remember because it's been like years now, and I still have that bottle because I only use it on occasion and I only use a little bit. Then I'll go in and I will put in about 4 of these droppers. They're not full, they're about half, so in technicality like 2 droppers of this rosemary mint oil. Well, it's serum. It has rosemary and witch hazel as well as mint, and it's by Pacifica. I picked this up from Target. I've used it, I'm gonna say maybe 4 or 5 times now, and I still have like almost the entire bottle to go. So I'll mix all that together. Obviously after I let the oil sit in the microwave for a little bit, I'll let it sit in the fridge just to cool down, so that way it's not scalding hot. But I'll mix all this together, and this is my concoction for my roots. So essentially I'll go in and I'll put this on my roots, and then I will use like a couple mixed deep conditioners, because I can't just have one deep conditioner. But I'm going to be using a little bit of this, what I talked about last time, Heritage by Mindy McKnight. It says it's a transforming hair mask, so we'll see. It's my first time using it. Same thing with this. This is the Pantene's Gold Series Moisture Boost Conditioner, and it also has argan oil in it. So it says it moisturizes and detangles hair for instant softness and strength. It says for natural, transitioning, and relaxed hair, which I don't heat style my hair anymore. I just bleach the crap out of it. You know, it's been like since October that I last bleached my hair, and I'm probably gonna wait till like February or March till my roots get a little bit longer and my hair gets a little bit healthier to re-bleach it. Anyhow, I'm going to mix these two up and I'll be right back. Just wanted to say, this smells amazing. So essentially I haven't mixed it up yet, but all of this that's around the bowl is the Heritage, and what's inside the bowl is Pantene. I essentially put enough in that'll cover my entire head, even though I'll put this only on my ends. First, of course, I'm going to go in with the oil, just the basic oil in through my roots, because my roots are when I want to retain moisture and help grow my hair, which is why my hair's grown so much in just the past 2 weeks, like more than it usually has. So I'm gonna mix this up and I'll come back to you and show you how I put the oil in my roots. Sorry for the lagginess of my camera, it's being a pain in the butt right now. Be back in 2 seconds. So essentially right now I'm just detangling my hair with a wide tooth comb, which you never want to use a brush on compromised hair because that'll only wreck it more, stretch the ends to the point of breakage, and that's something we're trying to avoid doing, right? So I'm starting from the bottom and working my way up to avoid detangling knots, stretching my hair, all that stuff. Because even with a wide tooth comb, your hair can still pick on tangles. It's just safer on your hair, but you still want to work from end to root because that'll help smooth it out, all of the knots and tangles and pains in the butt that you get in your hair when it's wet and dry. I can feel the dryness in my hair even though it's wet. It's lacking in moisture, which is why I'm using these moisturizing products. So yeah, I'm just going to detangle my hair real quick and I'll be right back because this is going to take a second. So I'm back, my hair is detangled. Just so you guys know, you can re-wet your hair if it starts to dry out. Like, I wrapped my hair up, I left it up for about 5 minutes. My hair is starting to dry a little bit, so what you could always do is just take like a spray bottle with some water and go over it and do that, but my hair is still decently wet, so I'm not too worried about it this time, but I have done that before in the past. So now what I'm going to do again is I'm going to take my brush, 1 second. So I took my brush, I cleaned the conditioner off of it, and I'm literally going to take my brush and dip it into my bowl of oil and just go in and hit those roots. You don't have to use the brush, you can also throw on some gloves if you wish to do so because oil is sticky, of course, it's greasy. But I like to use the brush just to go around the first time just to make sure that I cover the entirety of my head. Eventually I'm going to switch to just using my hands, but because using the brush is a little bit time consuming, and again, I don't really need to use it per se, but I like to use it to make sure that I've hit like all of my roots, and it's also a little bit less messy starting out that way. So, I'm not sure if you guys can see, but I'm just literally feeling around with the brush and just going over it and taking it down section by section. Again, you wanted to wet your hair to even out the porosity, and that'll help the oils move to where they really need to go, where it's the driest. But I will say, guys, this is 4-day-old hair now. I've gone 4 days without washing my scalp, and it still feels pretty decent, but it is still drying, especially because it's winter time, and I have naturally combination, but mainly dry scalp. So the longer you can go without washing your hair, the better. You can still do this on 4-day-old hair, which is what I like to do, because just doing the basic water rinse, no shampoo, nothing beforehand, will help. Yeah, don't know where I was going with that, but it'll help, like, I guess, distribute the oils properly. But I've done this now, this will be my 5th time since I've bleached my hair that I've actually started on oil treatments and whatnot. I try and let my hair sit as long as possible without washing it. You can also use dry shampoo and all that good stuff. But I feel like my hair isn't as dry, it's more moisturized and whatnot, partially from not washing it as much, of course, but also from letting my hair, you know, just sit and absorb the natural oils. Definitely noticed a larger amount of hair growth and less hair breakage from doing this. My hair feels thicker, it feels fuller, which is weird because I did thin it out. Then again, oils will do that, especially castor oil. So this is literally how I do my hair oil / deep conditioner treatments. And yes, I do understand that the oil is orangey yellow in consistency, but that's why I still go over and dye / tone my hair, which will be coming up within the next hair wash that I do. It's also helping to tone down the purple a lot because I never intended to dye my hair pastel purple. Kind of happened though. So essentially just go section by section, parting it off. And I'm just hitting the roots because whatever leftover oil I have, I'm gonna mix in with the deep conditioner, and that's going to go on my ends. You can just do the oil treatment all over your head, but I prefer to do a mix of oil and conditioner. I don't know why, but I feel like it helps my hair a lot more than just basic oil. You can already see my hair starting to dry out. And then once I finish this, of course, as always, whether I'm dyeing my hair, bleaching it, or doing mask, I'm going to wrap it up in a bag, let the natural heat from my scalp take hold and keep everything nice and hot. Then I'm also going to take a t-shirt and wrap the bag in the t-shirt while it's on my head to again help stimulate the heat from my scalp to work out. Just separating this again. I will say, if you're doing this for the first time, put in more oil into the cup or whatever you're using, bowl, than what you'd expect, because as you saw, that cup was almost filled to the top. Well, about 7/8 of the cup was filled, and I'm almost like halfway through. And it's just with my roots. I'm just gonna wear the oil. I'm gonna wash that off in a second. Because again, oil is very, very greasy. If you have acne prone skin, I'd suggest you definitely wash your face after doing this. Because I'm going to at least let my hair sit for approximately 2 hours before I wash this out. So that way my hair's had enough time to absorb the oil and the conditioner and all that good stuff before I go and I wash my hair. Because if you only let this sit for 10-15 minutes, yeah, you might get some of the effects, but it won't be as potent. Because just like with hair dye, semi-permanent hair dye, the longer you leave it, the more you're going to see lasting effects. Especially if you have dry, compromised hair. Alright, so now that is all of my roots basically done. Flip my hair back. I'm going to give my head a little massage just to make sure that all the oils have sunk through. I need like a paper towel. Whatnot. Just get this off. Don't let it drip into your eyes, because just like anything, you get that into your eyes, it don't feel good. So I'm taking a little bit more, making sure to get the driest part of my hair, which always seems to be the bottom. And I'm going in again, giving myself a nice head massage right here. So I'm going to show you this part, and then I'm going to cut to the next scene. Essentially, all that conditioner that I had and the leftover oil that I have. I'm just going to mix these together real quick. So now that it's all mixed together, I'm literally going to go back through and section my hair off section by section. They're not really going to be even sections, but I'm going to apply this pretty decently quickly. And yeah, all the ends that didn't really get covered by the oil are going to get covered by the oil, and I'm going to let this sit for approximately 2 hours. I will come back to you guys when it's all finished, so that way you can see that all this dryness, all this mess will have gone away. I'm going to shampoo my hair out only once because the oil, or the shampoo that I have is tea tree oil, and that'll help to cleanse my scalp. And then after that, I'm going to follow up with a conditioner. By the way, the shampoo and conditioner that I use, I mentioned in my last video, but I'll show you guys again. It's Bondi Boost Hair Growth Shampoo and Conditioner. These guys have lasted me for well over 2 months now. I'm going to say almost 3 months that I've had them, and they're still kicking butt. I'm almost completely through the bottles, but that's a decent amount, a decent time. So again, I will come back to you guys and let you know exactly how long I left this on for and show you the results and whatnot. Stay tuned. Alright, so I'm back now. I just washed out my hair. I left the treatment in for, I'm going to say, about 2 hours and 15 minutes before I popped in the shower. Used my Bondi Boost shampoo and conditioner from their hair growth line. Essentially I used warm water to rinse out the treatment with the shampoo, and then for the conditioner I left it on my hair for probably about like 6 minutes while I washed my body, my face, brushed my teeth, all that good stuff. And then I rinsed that out with cool water so that way the conditioner can remain in my hair. I'll have less frizz and all that good stuff. So I'm going to walk you through the next steps of what I do, because I'm just making this a hair routine video at this point. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this Goddess Strength by Carol's Daughter. It is a 7-oil blend for hair and scalp. Generally you'll use this only for like an actual oil treatment, but you can use this on damp or dry hair. You don't necessarily have to wash it out unless you have naturally oily hair. You probably could, and you could use this as a, I guess you would call it an oil treatment instead. But since I have a naturally dry scalp, I'm going to take like a quarter-sized amount. I'm going to rub it, try and get it mainly on my fingertips. And I'm literally just going to go in and rub that all over my scalp to alleviate any dryness that the shampoo may have had, the effects of that on my scalp. This literally will keep my hair, my scalp conditioned and moisturized for the next 3 to 4 days, depending on when I actually wash my hair next. Even though I take a shower every other day, for the most part, unless it's a special kind of a thing because of my job, you know, dealing with patients all the time. But literally, I am just going to run this through. By the way, I have not towel dried my hair yet at all. I've just kind of been gentle with squeezing out the excess moisture, and this oil will help kick out some of that. So after I've finished applying the oil all over my scalp, making sure that I get the sides of my head, because that's where, for some reason, it's always the driest, I'm going to take this Emerge, my main BFF leave-in conditioner. I'm going to take about, again, another quarter-sized amount, maybe 50 cent or dollars, 50 cent, dollar coin amount. And literally gonna run this up and down my hair. I always start with my ends because they're the oldest. Number one, they're also the most compromised when I bleach my hair because they are the oldest. So I will put it on my hair, I'll massage it through, and then I will squeeze the excess moisture through. The reason why I do this is because I don't want excess moisture over the parts of my hair that don't need it. Plus, I can get some more of the product out of my hair to spread around the parts that absolutely do need it. And yes, I do run this all over my hair because, again, I have naturally dry, unmoisturized hair. So take about that much. Again, just squeezing it through, making sure to hit the tips of my hair. As per usual, maybe take just a little bit more to run over the mid-lengths. And then I'm going to brush this through real quick. Make sure the product is distributed evenly. And as I've mentioned once, twice, 1,000 times before on this channel, I do not use I do not use a regular bath towel. I will use like a silk t-shirt. So that's kind of what this is right here. And I'm gonna wrap my hair up. Probably leave this for approximately like 10 to 15 minutes until my hair gets decently dry. And then I will be back with you guys to show you what products I'm going to be using next, which essentially I have the Bondi Boost Rapid Repair Serum. This is supposed to help with breakage and split ends. I'm going to be using that. But before that, I'm going to be using this Keratin Protein by Hask. It's 5-in-1 leave-in spray. And I'm going to spray this all over my hair. But I'll be back with you guys in a second. Alright, so I'm back now. I've actually let my hair sit for about 20 minutes. I wanted to get it to the point where it's just nearly damp, not completely dry. But I'm going to go over it again with this Hask leave-in. This stuff, I don't know why, even though it's so watery, it makes my hair amazing. It smells amazing too. That's the best part of it. But essentially, that's literally what I do. Just like that. And then I'm gonna put this Bondi Boost Rapid Repair Serum in, only about dime-sized amount. And I'm literally just gonna run that through my ends, just to protect and seal them. Yeah. And then kind of run it through my mid-length too. And I get another little bit. It's not even a dime-sized amount. Just enough so that way I can cover all of my ends. I'm going to comb through my hair again. And from this point forward, that's all essentially I do while my hair is wet. When I finish letting it dry, I never blow dry it, but if you do decide to heat style it or whatnot, please use a heat protectant. I don't, because my hair is dry, compromised, and I see no point in it because I do a heatless method of straightening my hair, which is just wrapping it up in a beanie in a circular motion. But I don't do that while my hair is wet anymore because I want to let it air dry, not have to comb it 50,000 times. So I literally comb through my hair just like this. Go through. And once I'm finished combing through, just making sure that there's no tangles, then it's gonna dry okay. I'm just gonna let this sit literally to dry. And once it dries, I'm gonna wrap my hair up so that way it remains straight, that way there's no frizz. And it's basically protective because I've been wearing my hair out like that, or wearing my hair wrapped up like that. When I go out, it protects it from the cold because it's a beanie. It's meant to keep your head warm and whatnot. So, this is the final result. Thank you guys for coming along with me. Like, subscribe, and comment if you like this video, essentially. Check out my other videos as well, and keep on rocking, guys. Any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down below as always. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.